I got takes on these bastards at the Hall of Fame.
I was going for cheese as opposed to
cares? Like, man, the things we choose to get mad about are so trivial.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, what do you mean?
You're either in the Hall of Fame or you're not.
No.
There's no percentage next to your name.
What the problem is?
Larry Walker and Derek Jeter are going to the same place, Hall of Fame.
No, it's different.
Really? It's different?
Yeah.
How's it different?
Here's my problem with it, because the non-unanimous voting for the Hall of Fame, it's not the fact that you're not getting into the Hall of Fame. You're getting into the Hall of Fame. Good for you. But the problem that I have with it is what it stands for, and that is that this archaic system is out of hand. I'm tired of what these writers are doing.
It's
Every
baseball.
single year. Every year, they go out there and some jackass has some statement to make about why I didn't vote for Derek Jeter or why I put this person on my ballot because Jeter didn't need it. No. If you are supposed to be in charge of who is going into the Hall of Fame, a place that is supposed to dictate who the best baseball players are of all time, vote for the players that deserve it. Stop making these stupid little local stands. Stop being nice to people who were nice to you when you covered them. Stop it. It's enough already. And this happens all the time with all of these Hall of Fames, but the Baseball Hall of Fame is the worst of them all. And yesterday, it's not even the Jeter thing made me the most mad, although it's just typical. Like, you have these things, okay, never going to be unanimous Hall of Famer. You finally did it, all right? You gave it to Mariano Rivera, unanimous Hall of Famer. Good. Now that that's over, now we can stop doing our stupid stands of there's never should be a unanimous Hall of Famer, which is dumb to begin with. Like, how nobody voted for, Babe Ruth back in the day. Ridiculous to me. Like, you should have baseball players. Ken Griffey Jr. How do you not vote for Ken Griffey Jr.? It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And the problem is, some of these guys like to make their stands, and then what happens? Oh, you cost like Craig Biggio for a year because you're just like, oh, he missed it by one vote. Sorry, I was making my stand. I wanted to vote for Benny Agbayani because he was nice to me when I covered for the New York Daily News. It's all stupid stuff. And the worst of it all, though, is the steroid thing. I'm tired of this, Leroy. I'm tired of every year I tune in for this Hall of Fame vote, and they are cherry picking who gets to go in, who doesn't get to go in, who did steroids more egregiously, who's the guy that I want to use as the poster child. And to me, this entire Hall of Fame has been deemed irrelevant to me because Barry Bonds isn't in. And he's on year 8 of eligibility, 60% of the vote, 10% less than Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling, whose fat ass up on that mound is known for having a fake bloody sock and the best hitter I've ever seen in my life. The guy who wrecked baseball when he was skinny, wrecked it when we were all juiced out, was always messing up baseballs. The fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame is so stupid. You just put Pudge Rodriguez in the Hall of Fame. If you didn't see 2003 and you thought Pudge was clean, you're high as a kite. I don't know what to tell you. The guy was literally Hulk smash behind home plate for the Marlins. If you think Mike Piazza was clean his entire career, you're nuts. And here's the other thing. You don't know. You don't know. D. Gordon was busted for full-blown steroids. Not creatine, not greenies, full-blown steroids. D. Gordon. Want to know who else got a PED suspension? Bartolo Colon. They look like the number 10. So go ahead and tell me, eye test. He was clearly taking it. But you continue to hold Barry Bonds out when you know these guys who have gotten in, they've used. Like, you can't be doing this thing left and right of this guy used, this guy didn't use, this guy used, this guy. No, what you're doing is Barry Bonds was a jerk to you, and you're punishing him. And the idea that we're coming up, he's only got 2 more years of eligibility, and Curt Schilling's that much further ahead of him is so stupid. And I hate the Hall of Fame, and I hate this process, and everyone who votes for it.
I'm okay with that part of your argument, right? Like, the Hall of Fame loses credibility when there's certain guys in your childhood or certain guys that you watch play and dominate the game aren't in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
Simple as that, right? Because no matter how much how much we admire what Jeter has done, right? No matter how much we appreciate Mariano Rivera, right? The fact of the matter is of their time, the best player in baseball was Barry Bonds. So I get your argument there. But this whole thing with whether he's a 100% or not election for the Hall of Fame is ridiculous.
You care not about that.
No. If you're a Hall of Famer, you're a Hall of Famer. In a discussion. You don't even have that conversation. Because here's the problem. Let me ask you a question. Jeter plays for any other team other than the Yankees. You think more of Jeter or Ken Griffey Jr.? Who was a better baseball player?
I love Ken Griffey.
Okay, so if you're going to do the percentage thing, right, the player who gets 100% had better fit throughout the history.
I get you. Hold on, let me just give the code word. Your word this hour to win is happy. Text happy.
Jeez. You just went on an angry montage. And
Sorry, I know, but I can't forget. Happy.
you could've
Happy.
I know I could have played this song. I was thinking about the cheese for the Hall of Fame.
All right.
And that was the tease of the last segment. Jeter.
It's a national contest. Special data rates may apply. Don't text or drive. It's sponsored by Anna Jar and Levine. Your word this hour is happy. Text that to 72881. You'll have another chance to win at the top of next hour. Adam Beasley will join us next hour as well. But no, I understand what you're saying. Like, it shouldn't matter, but this is what, and yeah, maybe Ken Griffey deserves it more. But the fact that you got over the hurdle and it was Mariano Rivera, it shouldn't be a thing anymore.
But here's what I would say. The reason why it doesn't bother you as much is because once you get in the Hall of Fame, you're in the Hall of Fame. Simple as that. But if you're gonna play that game, right?
Do it right.
Now you got to give me the players who dominated the sport like Mariano Rivera. Go. It's not Jeter.
I get that, but here's the thing.
Okay.
But here's the thing. The reasons they're being kept out is for every person having their own little stand. If you're responsible for voting who should be in the Hall of Fame, you shouldn't be making stands or saying, "Oh, my vote won't matter because he's going to get in anyway." You should be voting based on credentials of who gets to be in the Hall of Fame. And it should have been Ken Griffey. It should have been Mariano Rivera. It should have been Derek Jeter. Should have been Ted Williams. Should have been Joe DiMaggio. Should have been all these guys. And the fact that there are people holding out is dumb.
Right.
It's done. It's the same thing with like Steph Curry becoming the first unanimous MVP. There were years LeBron didn't deserve to be unanimous MVP. I mean, LeBron's basically been blackballed from the MVP since he was on the Heat.
But here's the problem, though. You're looking at it from that standpoint. Like, and the MVP is a little bit different than the Hall of Fame from this standpoint. You actually have to vote for or against in the MVP. So you either vote, if you don't vote for LeBron, you're voting for somebody else. It's not just a yay or nay. You see what I mean? So, for example, when you think about how many Jordans won, I don't look at how many he didn't win. I look at who was the competition for that MVP when he was playing. Mm-hmm. When you think of LeBron, you think of, okay, who was in the running when he played?
Yeah,
Same thing with Kobe. Same thing with Shaq.
But there are plenty of people who like to use these votes and they like to get favor with them because they think, oh, it's disclosed now. They're going to know that I voted for them. So it looks good upon me. Right. You know? And so I just don't like the fact that people use these votes to send messages rather than do what they're supposed to do, which is vote for the award the way it should be voted for, whether it's an honor, a seasonal award, a career award, any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. What do you got, Robbie, as far as some headlines are concerned?
Well, yeah, I'm still shocked that Schilling got that many votes. I thought he was hated by the media.
I'm shocked by that too. You know, it's one of but this is another thing. Like, look, Curt Schilling is a tremendous winner, and yeah, maybe he should go in the Hall of Fame. But should he be getting that many more votes than Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens? It's lunacy.
Sammy Sosa only at 13%. I mean, Sammy Sosa, come on, even Todd Helton. I know he was got his cheating was not more with steroids. It was more playing with Coors Field.
This gets to my point. It's like you're at this point where like you should be voting for all of these guys, and you don't want to because you think that they were enhanced with PEDs. It's like, you guys, you don't know who was and who wasn't. You don't.
Ooh,
don't.
How do you feel about this?
And that was the era that they played in. And then, by the way, none of this stuff was outlawed by that time. And so I just find it crazy that at this point in watching baseball, we are trying to police things that you turned a blind eye to when these guys played.
When they were making that money.
Yeah, you didn't care. And then all of a sudden you're just like, wow, I can't believe this. This is going to smash everything Roger Maris did. No, it didn't.
That 98 season, that summer 90, we were getting live cut-ins to Cardinals and Cubs games because the home run chase, Sosa McGuire.
Everything.
Look, those steroids save baseball. Like, I don't care what you want to think of it, but guess what? If not for Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, right, we wouldn't even be talking about baseball the little we talk about it now.
Yeah.
Because it revived baseball. That being said, you then can't turn around and punish the people that help you revive your sport. That's the whole thing. Like, they want to baseball is in a funny spot. They can not only punish the people that were in the steroid era, but they can also reap the benefits of the people during the steroid era.
I'll tell you what else is stupid about it. How about this? How about the fact that baseball's still giving out 13-year contracts, and I can't have a late 30s Bryce Harper be medically enhanced to continue performing his contract? Like, that screws franchises. That screws over your payroll and guys' ability to perform. Like, if Bryce Harper can continue to be good when he's 38, 40 years old, why is that a bad thing? Why does Albert Pujols have to be a shell of himself for a decade and the Angels have to be hung up by it?
Stan,
same thing. If Stan could be out there throwing HGH on those giant quads of his, getting out faster, why is that a bad thing? Explain it to me. Why? Because Joe D wasn't able to do it? He would have. I was just watching this Doc Ellis piece. Dude, they were doing greenies like crazy.
No, they had a thing of him in the middle of the locker room.
Right in the middle of the locker room. He was staying up all night. Couldn't help himself.
Here's one.
That and the LSD, of course.
Here's one. You ready? I wonder what will happen when A-Rod is eligible.
ooh,
Oh, Mr. Personality. He's got J-Lo. He's in, baby.
Now. Wow.
When is A-Rod eligible? It's got to be soon.
Next year?
Next year?
feels like it wasn't that long ago that he
What
retired.
if he gets it?
He's not going to.
I mean, he's almost at 100 home
Hey,
runs.
At least A-Rod was actively suspended for a year from Major League Baseball.
Right. You ready for this one? Does black Sammy Sosa or white Sammy Sosa gets the Hall of Fame bust?
I think it's got to be black Sammy Sosa, but listen, white Sammy Sosa's giving the speech, so what does it matter?
And since we're on
He
baseball,
looks like he's making white chicks too.
I'll give a baseball headline. Our old friend Marcelo Zuna. He signed a 1 year, $18 million.
Like this.
Yeah, he's going to play with the Braves.
I don't like this. I don't like the fact that he's going to the Braves with the hot dog and prima donna Ronald Acuna, who goes out there and complains every single time a baseball gets near his whiskers or his butt cheeks. He goes out there hot dog and jogging down, trying to pimp it on out with his pocket outside. Put your pocket in your pants. There's no reason for your pocket to be inside out. I don't like the fact that Ozuna's going to be next to him. These Atlanta Braves still going to be choking dogs this year. Probably buzzing their nipples, just like the Astros are. No further questions, Mean Gene. FanFest in 2 weeks. You got anything else, Robbie?
Oh, yeah, I'm just looking at the future eligibles. A-Rod's not eligible until 2022. But you know who's eligible next year?
Who?
Dan Uggla.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Wait.
he was clean.
Wait. Wow. He couldn't even lift the bat when he got to Atlanta.
Or his glove.
Oh, my God. How many errors? Was it 3 or 4 in the All-Star game?
It was 3.
Man.
Poor Uggs.
AJ Burnett also going to be eligible next year. Another old friend. Mark
at him.
Burley, another old friend.
Oh, Mark Burley, who wasn't able to bring his dogs to Canada.
That was crazy. He wasn't.
Dan Heron, another old
He
friend.
wasn't supposed to get traded, right?
No,
he was told he wasn't going to get traded.
Well, no, they told him. I don't remember if it was him or Jose Reyes where Loria said, "Oh no, you'll buy your house." I think he told Loria buy your house to Jose, and he never ended up doing it, but he did to Burley, and Burley ended up being stuck down here with a house and not able to move his dogs to Canada because I think pit bulls were outlawed.
Yeah, he had to live in Broward too because pit bulls were outlawed here. He had to live in Broward. And another guy I'm surprised. I feel like this was yesterday where he was in a controversy. Adam LaRoche, remember that controversy with his kid? It looked like he retired. He walked away for $13 million because he wanted to have his kid in the clubhouse at all times.
Right.
He's already eligible for the Hall of Fame next year. Wow, I felt like that was yesterday when he had that kid controversy.
That did fly by.
Hey, Ready for this one?
Sure.
Who was a better shortstop, A-Rod or Jeter?
A-Rod.
Okay.
A-Rod. But he went to the remember A-Rod wanted to go to the Yankees. He was even he wanted to go to the Red Sox. It was even going to take less money. They're like, no, Playboy, no, less money. This is MLB players. We don't take less money. You go to the Yankees. So he had to go play third base.
Yeah, because Jeets wasn't moving.
No. I saw that A-Rod sent out a little congratulations to A-Rod. Do you
no!
sent a
Is
little
this like?
congratulations to
Is
Jeter.
this?
You want? He said, to the captain, Derek Jeter. Congratulations on taking your rightful place in the Baseball Hall of Fame, where you'll be for eternity as one of the history's greatest players at any position in any era.
Notice he didn't say shortstop because he's probably thinking I was a better shortstop, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he has more. It was the Rock and Jock MTV game in our teal uniform that we shared a cab to the stadium from our hotel room and said, man, if we could sign a lifetime contract for $1 million and 5+ years, we would do it. I'm glad we did. We did not have a Penner contract. I was lucky to be by your side on the left side of the infield for so many years. I needed you more than you needed me. You were our table setter. You were our table setter. You were our table setter in the magical 2009 run. I can't thank you enough. Hashtag respect spelt with a 2.
Hey, check this out. You know what that's called in the real world? Overdoing it.
That's A-Rod, man.
Dude, but A-Rod, dude didn't like you.
He didn't like
Just
you,
say congrats.
do you think Derek Jeter, first of all, do you think Derek Jeter has a burner account? And second of all, do you think he has A-Rod muted as a burner account? He's like, listen, I don't even want people to know this is my account, but I can't be watching A-Rod tweets. It's not for me.
Well, you're the guy that uncovered Pat Riley's burner account, right?
I did. But he has a new one now because I exposed him, and so I'm bummed about that. I probably should have just kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, which in most cases, you just keep living the life.
I just roll on and do me.
Roll on, do me.
He's got a new one now. I think it's a pending account that won't accept me. Probably the right decision.